You are watching the Doctalk show.
This week on the 14th of July at the Kololo Independence Grounds, we shall be celebrating the National Day of Physical Activity. We want to understand what exactly this day means in the context of non-communicable diseases. Dr. Atwine, what exactly is this special day?
This day was designated to raise awareness. This awareness really to, first of all, to remind the whole population that we need to be active in order to remain healthy. But also, we want, for those who have not been taking it serious, like organizations, like schools, to make sure really that we have serious activities now inculcated into our programs, in our offices, in our workplace, in our homes, in our schools, so that it becomes the lifestyle. We want to change the lifestyle that we have had of sedentary, because now what is normal has become abnormal. The normal way would be you wake up, you walk. But now if you walk, they will say you are walking to work. Walk to work. We don't want, but we want to see more activities, more. For example, it would be very nice to see people park their cars and get on motorbikes and ride to work. We want to see that. We want to see more,
at least some activity
more activities at workplace, so that workplaces, the organizations designate specific places for people really to do exercise.
And you said this, it also targets schools, because I remember back in the days when we were still in school, there was always time for physical.
Absolutely.
They would call it PE, even physical exercise.
Even now it is there, but you find some schools don't have even a compound where children to play from. And really and we are seeing even now obesity in children. And we are seeing really the numbers are increasing. So really this day is to remind Ugandans that non-communicable diseases are here with us, but we can reverse this by being active, by being, physically active, by doing exercise, by doing regular exercise, by doing checkup regularly. That alone can help us to reduce the burden of these non-communicable diseases.
So on that day, what will happen at the Kololo grounds?
We shall start with exercise early morning at 6:30, and we do some exercise. We expect the president to come, like last year. He joined us and we walk 10 kilometer walk. Please come ready, come
with our sports gear,
with your sports wear, ready to join us. We have aerobics. Those who, even for the children, we are going to create a space for the children. Let them come and run. Let them come and play football. So that really we raise the profile of this day. Yes.
And will it be a free event?
It is a free entry. And please, in order to enjoy maximally, we want the population, really the people, to come early. To arrive there from 6:30, we shall be there. We shall be happy to see you.
And even for the people who are not able to come, they can do something at home.
They can do something at home in their organizations. We want to see more organizations actually take up this, so that even on that day or even any other day, and regularly, not just one day, we want really to see the banks, the corporate world.
Will there be screening for some of the diseases we're talking about?
Yes, we had planned to do that, and we are going to be communicating to you the services that we are going to provide in time.
Okay. All right. So you've heard it. 14th of July is a big day, but it's not only just one day where you should do physical activity. I think that should be very clear. People just have to be aware that we take physical activity seriously. We want to fight non-communicable diseases, because these are very big diseases. If you walk into the hospitals, we see very many people who are suffering from strokes. maybe the diabetes has spoiled their eyes,
And they
or
are
things
very
like that.
expensive to treat.
They're really
All these
expensive.
diseases we are talking about are very, very expensive to treat. So the prevention is better than cure.
It's always better than cure. So 14th of July, we hope you will be at the Kololo grounds. If you're not able to make it, you can still do your physical activities at home. Go for that 30-minute run or walk. Take your families out. Go for that, stretch those muscles, stretch the joints. Because we want you to be fit, we want you to be healthy. We want you to be able to defeat non-communicable diseases. So just deviating slightly away from that topic, let's talk about the Ugandan health system. How ready is it to handle the rise of non-communicable diseases?
Yes, Uganda is, we can't say that we are ready to handle because, you know, once the disease burden is high, definitely with our level of funding, we cannot handle all the diseases that are reported in our facilities. And really that's why we want to improve the health financing. Health financing like National Health Insurance will help us to raise more money and we'll be able to deal with some of these illnesses. But that's why also we are setting up more tertiary institutions. We are setting up more specialized facilities because all these specialized facilities, they are going to be handling actually non-communicable diseases, most of them. When you talk about kidney, when you talk about lungs, when you talk about hearts, those are the diseases that these tertiary institutions will be handling. But I would say that we just want to help. We want really the public to know that the responsibility, the health begins at home.
It begins with us,
We
the individual.
really have a big task as individuals to fight these diseases. By doing that, you are reducing on the money that would go to treat otherwise, to help us to set up more facilities. But if we are to put all this money to treat cancer alone, for example, cancer, still the money would not be enough because cancers are very expensive. Heart diseases are very expensive. Diabetes, strokes. So the best really is to prevent, and that's why we are here today.
Okay, and just after the break, we shall talk more about how to protect and prevent yourself from getting non-communicable diseases. Remember, these are very big diseases. They're not easy to treat. It's not like a regular malaria where you take a 3-day treatment and suddenly you get cured. These are diseases that develop from within your body due to certain factors. Probably it is a family history. It is that bad diet you're eating, the physical inactivity that you are engaged in. These factors promote they damage the inside systems of the body and promote diseases such as high blood pressure, diabetes, which would likely result in strokes or certain cancers. So we want to emphasize the prevention because they're expensive diseases to treat. That's a reality, not just in Uganda but around the world. So prevention is always better than cure. Prevention is the key to beating non-communicable diseases. More about that coming after the break.
You are watching the Doctalk Show.